Millions of invasive species have suddenly invaded urban centers worldwide. Property damage from these invasions is estimated at $28 billion. In response, Canadian hunters and farmers have deployed hundreds of traps to exterminate them. But does this approach actually work? Watch the video to find out. In British Columbia, Canada, wolf attacks on bison populations have emerged as a serious threat to the ecosystem. The main cause is the overgrowth of wolf populations, largely due to strict environmental protection measures that limit hunting and other controls. In 2018, these wolf attacks resulted in approximately $10 million in economic damage and the loss of more than 500 bison. Each attack typically involves packs of 5 to 10 wolves. With such large numbers participating, the bison herds often cannot effectively resist or defend themselves. In Canada, trapping remains one of the leading methods used to catch and control wolves. First, hunters carefully select trap locations by researching and observing the land. They determine wolf presence based on tracks and other signs left behind. Next, wolf traps are set using the dirt hole set technique. This involves creating an artificial hole in the ground to encourage wolves to approach and investigate, increasing the chances of a successful capture. Setting effective wolf traps requires careful planning and respect for both the animal and the law. Trappers typically bury the trap just under a thin layer of soil or natural cover to keep it hidden from wary wolves.
Nice and quick, he wasn't caught by much.
Stake driven deep into the ground. This anchoring is crucial. It stops even the strongest captured wolf from pulling free or dragging the trap away.
There's the grapple.
Many experienced
nice wolf,
Canadian trappers swear by high-quality models like the Bridger wolf traps, especially heavy-duty ones with powerful coil springs and laminated jaws, which deliver impressive catch rates thanks to their durable, reliable design. You don't need decades of experience to set them right, but you do need patience, attention to detail, and a solid grasp of wolf behavior and travel patterns. If you're new to this, never go it alone without proper training. It's simply too risky.
Holy, that's a beauty!
Start by learning from seasoned pros or taking certified courses to build your skills safely. When done responsibly, trapping like this has delivered real wins for rural Canadian communities, easing the pressure on bison herds and helping restore balance to the ecosystem. After 5 years of consistent, regulated wolf management efforts, including targeted trapping and other controls, problematic wolf intrusions and related damage dropped significantly, with estimates showing a roughly one-third reduction in active problem wolves in affected areas from around 1,500 down toward 500 by 2019 in some monitored regions. One ongoing challenge, though, is irresponsible handling by a minority of trappers who fail to check traps promptly and remove captured animals. Left unchecked, these situations create unpleasant odors, contribute to environmental pollution, and frustrate local residents who deal with the fallout. To address this, updated regulations now impose stiff penalties, up to $5,000 per violation, to enforce quick, humane collection and proper disposal. The goal is straightforward: encourage full accountability, protect the environment, and ensure ethical treatment of wildlife. Meanwhile, wolves aren't the only concern. Black bears have become an increasing headache in many places. No longer content with scavenging at remote landfills, more bears are venturing into busier commercial zones and shopping areas, drawn by easy access to food waste and other attractants. This shift brings them closer to people, raising safety issues and calling for smarter waste management and bear-proofing strategies. Black bears wandering into busy areas can shut down businesses for hours while officials work to safely capture and relocate them. When dealing with problem bears, whether they're raiding trash or getting too close to people, trained experts often turn to specialized trapping setups designed for both high success rates and maximum safety. One popular method involves a pipe-style or tube trap. Trappers dig a hole about 3 feet deep and wide enough to accommodate the device, then position a sturdy pipe so the bear can reach in for the bait without triggering prematurely. Trail cameras are frequently used to monitor bear behavior and fine-tune placement for better results. Once set, the trap gets fully covered and topped with a heavy container, around 30 pounds, to shield it from rain, prevent accidental captures of non-target animals, and keep everything stable and secure. Black bears wandering into busy areas can shut down businesses for hours while officials work to safely capture and relocate them. When dealing with problem bears, whether they're raiding trash or getting too close to people, trained experts often turn to specialized trapping setups designed for both high success rates and maximum safety. One popular method involves a pipe-style or tube trap. Trappers dig a hole about 3 feet deep and wide enough to accommodate the device, then position a sturdy pipe so the bear can reach in for the bait without triggering prematurely. Trail cameras are frequently used to monitor bear behavior and fine-tune placement for better results. Once set, the trap gets fully covered and topped with a heavy container, around 30 pounds, to shield it from rain, prevent accidental captures of non-target animals, and keep everything stable and secure. That's why black bear management in Canada demands tight oversight from local wildlife authorities to keep things balanced and safe for everyone. While black bears are native, not invasive, provinces use regulated trapping and hunting to control problem animals that threaten livestock, crops, property, or people, much like how they've successfully curbed real invasive species through targeted measures. These proven trapping strategies have done a solid job limiting conflicts and protecting ecosystems without wiping out populations. If you're on board with smart, regulated trapping as a key tool for handling nuisance bears and keeping communities secure, drop a 1 in the comments below.
All right, so here the bear is, and as you can
Got
tell...
your own tips, better ideas, or experiences with bear-proofing yards and campsites? Share them. We'd love to hear and discuss what could work even better. Thanks a ton for watching the full video. It really helps spread the word so more families stay safe and informed. If this helped you out, hit that like button, share it with your buddies, and subscribe for more practical wildlife tips. Tell your friends about the channel too. They'll thank you. Catch you in the next one. Stay safe out there. For even bigger impact, trapping remains a top tool, especially steel traps or corral-style setups designed to capture entire family groups called sounders at once. Start by scouting high-traffic spots. Look for fresh tracks, even damaged wallows or stones. Create the area with non-toxic seeds to build trust and draw them in regularly. Once they're comfortable, set the traps. Use sturdy, pig-proof steel panels or mesh, secure locks. They're reliable. Particular setup is key. Poorly placed or flimsy traps, just educate the pigs to avoid them next time. When done right, trapping removes whole groups quickly, preventing survivors from getting smarter and spreading farther. Combined with other monitoring like trail cams or drones, these help minimize the havoc feral pigs cause to farms and wild areas across Canada. To really dial in trap effectiveness, start by loading up the right bait to draw those pigs right in. Whole shell corn is a classic go-to because it's cheap, easy to get, and pigs go nuts for it. For extra punch, try salad or fermented corn, mix it with a little water, yeast, or even fruit-flavored gelatin, and let it sit in the sun to get that strong, sweet, pungent smell they can't resist.
I've got to
Or
get
add
me a
commercial
marker on
hog
these
attractants with berry or
traps
strawberry
and-
scents. Place the bait strategically. Trail it from the entrance into the trap or the whole sounder inside, and pre-bait the spot for days or weeks first so they get comfortable coming around without suspicion. Check your traps regularly, every day if possible, to keep things running smooth. Remove caught pigs humanely and quickly, and reset before they wise up. Always follow local wildlife regs to the letter. Get the right permits, use approved methods, and prioritize safety for people, pets, and non-target animals. Done right, trapping doesn't just knock down numbers. It protects crops, restores native habitats, and gives ecosystems a fighting chance against this invasive mess. But traps alone aren't enough. Getting the word out is huge. Community education programs, workshops, landowner outreach, and sharing success stories build buy-in and get more folks involved in spotting, reporting, and helping control these invaders. These integrated approaches, smart trapping combined with public awareness, have already slowed or stopped the spread of feral pigs in hard-hit areas, and they work best when everyone's on board. What do you think? Drop a comment below. Hit 1 if you see wild boars or feral swine as a real danger to farms, wildlife, and people. Drop a 0 if you're not convinced yet. Got your own tricks for better control? Maybe a killer bait recipe, trap tweak, or community idea? Share them in the comments so we can all brainstorm and level up. Thanks a ton for watching either way. It means a lot. If this helped or got you fired up about the issue, smash that like button. Share it with your buddies who deal with land or hunting, and subscribe for more straight talk updates on managing these destructive hawks. Tell your neighbors too. The more eyes on this problem, the better we can push back. Catch you in the next one. Stay safe out there.